Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to see you. So glad you stopped back in to take another look at what we've got going on. Today I thought I'd show you my routine of my everyday natural look. As you can see, today I have no makeup on. And if you're interested in, please like if you like at the end of the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed at all, and let's get to it. First of all, I use a primer, which is a drugstore primer. Something's very simple, and it's the e.l.f. Mineral Infused Face Primer. Put a little bit, one pump on my hand. I put it in my T-zone where my oily skin is. I put it to keep, this is very good to keep from having your skin oily. It's like it prevents as much oil. It doesn't prevent it 100%, but it does prevent it not to shine through all day. The next thing that I normally use is e.l.f. from the e.l.f. line as well, and it's called the Hydrating Under Eye Primer by e.l.f. It comes in a pump form. One pump, there we go. That's all you need, and it takes away the puffiness. It helps hold the concealer under your eyes as well. You just pat it. You try not to, as much as possible, try not to rub it so hard. I use a little on the top as well. And let that sit and dry about a minute. Now the foundation that I use, I actually use two foundation routines. One of them is the L'Oreal True Match in C7. We're not going to use that today. I'm going to use the foundation that I normally mix, which is the Makeup Forever High Definition. I mix that with the Revlon Color Stay Whipped in Caramel 340. Just to give you an idea. Now how I normally do it, I pre-mix it in a jar. Like that. And I just take it, put it all over my face. Under the neck. As well. Just to make sure I get enough coverage. But it's buildable. It's nice. You can build it. I take my Beauty Blender. Well, this is not the Beauty Blender. This is the Technique sponge, which comes with the flat surface, which I like. And I take that portion right here and I go to work and dab it in my skin. I love this foundation because it's very buildable. I like it for a light. I don't want a full coverage. I just want something that's going to give me just a little even tone to my face and give me a little color so I don't have so much discoloration in my face. bring it down to the neck. And as you can see in this area, I'm going to need a little more. Build it up. It's better to build it than to overdo it. That's about the look that I'm looking for. Nice light golden look. Nothing heavy, nothing kinky. Now I'm going to go in with my concealer, Erase Paste by Benefit. And this one is in number 3, which is Deep. And Camouflage. Which is this one here. Here's a top to show you what it looks like. And it's a peach color to keep you from, it's for the dark circles. I do quite a bit for my dark circles under eye. I take a concealer brush, which is an everyday drugstore brush by e.l.f. I dab, dab, dab. And I put up under my eye, bringing it down slightly. I just dab it on. Dab, dab. I do apologize if this is going to be a lengthy video, but knowing me, it probably will be. Now on top of that, because this is a light peach, I use my NYX orange concealer, and it's a deep orange because of my complexion. And everybody has their own techniques that work for them. I'm just showing you today what works for me. I use the peach, the orange that is on top of that one before I start blending in. Now, I'm going to use my Beauty Blender, but I'm not going to use this side because you can always find more product on this side. So I'm going to flip it over to the angle side and blend it in. Now for the other side. To get a little more coverage around here, to blend it in a little more, I'll flip it back over where the product is because there's always product left on it. I learned that trick from Bee Face Honey. I love that girl. I love her techniques. She's a real good teacher. It's an excellent teacher. See, there you go. Now, on top of that, I'm going to put my high definition by NICAK. NICKAK, NICAK. It's a high definition concealer, which I really like. It only costs $1.99 at the hair supply stores. And as you can see, I'm almost at the bottom of it. So I'm going to squeeze as much as I can get out of it. And just put a little here for my highlighting on the nose, cheek, and under the eyes. Squeeze a little more out. Then I'm going to blend it in. There you go. Now for the nose, just want a slight highlight there. So I'm going to do that with my finger. Cheek. I'm going to turn it over to the corner part, the corner of the egg, the tip, that is, and I'm going to blend this in. It may look a little crazy, but it'll all come together at the end. This is basically my everyday look, everyday natural look. Turn it over and blend the ends. Now to seal my under eyes, I'm going to go in with the MAC Prep and Prime translucent powder that is clear. This is a small e.l.f. brush that I'm using, and it's actually a blush brush, but I like the brush. I like it because it has a tip on it, and I use it for my under eyes, which I'm going to seal with the translucent powder. I layer my translucent powder because it acts better and it holds longer. I'm going to pat this on. Two times. Excess is always on the brush. Remember I told you that? Excess. Little T-zone. And it's going to give it a nice seal. I also got a little something in my eye here. Thank you. Okay, I also use my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in Banana. I also put that under my eye as well to give it a little color. Because once you put the translucent on, you need to put back in a little color on your eye. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Ben Nye, tap excess off, and just give it a little more color back to it. Give it a little lighter color. Now, after I've done this, then I want to go back in and I want to start doing my eyes. Let everything else sit. And I have a matte palette that I put together. And as you can see, I've hit pan on this soft brown. This is my go-to everyday color. And the look that I'm doing, of course, like I said, it's my everyday natural look. So I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush, a MAC eyeshadow brush, and I really don't know the number on it because it's actually rubbed out. I've had it so long. So I'm going to go in, starting from my brow, bringing it up all the way down. This is a simple look. You cannot go wrong with it at all. Because it's nothing to it. It's nothing to it. From the bottom of the eyelid all the way up. You're going to bring it all the way up. Then you're going to go in for the next side. That's it. Very simple. Very simple. Then I'm going to go in with my pencil brush by MAC. And I believe this one still has a number on it. Let's see. Actually, it don't. I use it a lot. I do apologize. MAC pencil brush. And I'm going to go in with my favorite powder of all times. I never detour outside of this powder. I just love it. And it's the GLO by Mario Da Vinci, Kim Kardashian's makeup artist. And he created this highlighter for Kim. And it is called I Am Glam. And I love it. I love it. I use it for my highlight. I'm just using it on the tip of my brow. Right up under my brow for a highlight. On both sides. So a little bit of look. Blending it in just a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC fan brush. And I'm going to go highlight the nose. Just a nice look. Gives a nice look. I'm going to go back in with my blush, which is my favorite blush. This is my everyday look once again. That's why and this is Gingerly. That's why I'm using exactly what I use every day. Gingerly by MAC. I'm using my, I hope this has a number on it, 123 MAC brush. Give a little color to my cheeks. Next side. This gingerly is so nice. It just gives you just a brush of color. Just a little brush of color to your cheeks. I'm going to move it up. Color on my face. Nice. I'm going to go back in with the same brush that I use for my powder. Same brush that I use for the highlighter. I'm going to go back in with for the highlighter on the Giallo. The highlighting cream. So add just a little bit right here. A little bit of color, just a touch of color. Whenever you put too much, you can always buff it in. You can always buff it in. That's it. That's just enough. Okay, one more touch for my eyes, for my concealer, which is, I'm going to go back in with the Derma Blend concealer stick, and this is really nice. It is the that I'm using the bronzer, the Quick Fix bronzer. And it doesn't have a number to it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to just touch up under that eye there. Looking for my concealer brush. And here it is right there. Going back to the concealer brush. I'm just going to dab it in. Bring it down just a little bit. Now I'm going to go back in with my eyeliner, which is Chroma by the Kardashians. And this one is in brown. I'm going to go back in and highlight under my eyes. Put some liner under my eyes. A little definition. This pencil is so soft. I'm going to fill in under the lid. By going under the lid, it gives your eyes, it'll give your eyelashes more of a fuller look. And to top it off, I'm going in with the e.l.f. eyeliner pencil. I love this pencil because it's so small. Mascara, that is. It's so small. It's so tiny till it gets every lash you have. So I usually start out with this one, so I would get deep in there without trying to smudge most of it. And I go over to the next one. This little wand picks up so much product. You can literally go from one side of your lash to the next one to the other side without putting more product on it. And this is an everyday look that I use, that I don't use false lashes. Now I go back in, I'm sorry, with my Voluminous, which I love. This is one of the best made mascaras to give your lashes some volume. This is the mascara that actually, and I'm sure you already know this, give you some lashes when you don't have any. And I just put a spot on my nose. When I want a fake mole, I can't get one. That's okay. We're going to clean that.